up, and that's going to be Lakers basketball. No foul call there. That was a tie-up. And now more substitutions. Woods back in along with Christian Wall for the first time. And Simmons goes out, as does Adderton for the Patriots. Lakers lead 15-9, 2:15 left in the opening period. Quarterfinals of the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. March Madness is here, Bill. We're part of it. You know, back in the day, I used to call it Mitch Madness.
It's been rebranded? Is that what?
I tried my best to rebrand it back in my radio sports talk show hosting days. Get it down on the block. And then back outside. Here's Manning with a shot. No good. Rebound off the offensive glass. Good job by Christian Wall, freshman from Columbia, in for the first time. Picks up her first hoop. And it's 15-11 Lakers with a buck and a half left.
Yeah, the freshman underneath. That's a tough bucket to get. They needed it.
Oh, Spider. Good hands there. And puts it in over McClaney. So Brittany Williams with 4. Lakers up 6.
Do you know what kind of spider is the nickname now?
And here's Woods, who goes up and over Brittany Williams, and they're going to get Spider for the call. What's that, Bill?
Do you know what species of spider? Is there a specific black widow?
I don't know.
What other poisonous spiders are out there?
Tarantula?
Tarantula, yes. I mean, a recluse, don't they have something like that?
Have no idea.
I spend my life trying not to get bitten by spiders. I stay away. But
so you're a little afraid of
spiders.
I'm
arachnophobic. How about that? Work that in today. among the other phobics.
You're a many-a-phobic.
Yes.
In and out on the second by Woods, makes 1 of 2, cuts the Lakers lead to 5. We go under a minute left in the opening period. Dejan Montgomery is now in for Clayton State. Here's Jade Hayes, who takes the pass from Crystal Williams in the paint, turns and puts it in from 5 feet away. So Jade with 4, and the Lakers ahead 19-12, 40 seconds left in the first period. Lakers have led for pretty much this entire opening quarter. Here's Wall on the dribble. Hands it off to Woods, and then down low, missing on an open look was Brianna White. She's in for the first time. Wilson driving, 1-on-3, and can't get it to go. The Patriots with the rebound. They'll have the last shot with 15 seconds left, down by 7. Cameron Johnson here on the dribble. Crystal Williams guarding her. Jade Hayes comes out to check her. 3 seconds left, and the layup down low is going to go for Woods, and that's it. So just in the nick of time for Zaria Woods and the Patriots, and 10 minutes in the books here at the Lock in the opening round of the Peach Belt Conference Tournament, and the Lakers with a 19-14 advantage over Francis Marion. And just by the way, Bill, the Lakers in game number 1 against Francis Marion back in January in Florence, these two teams were tied at 12-12. And then on February 15th here at the Lock, the Lakers held a 1-point advantage, 15-14. So have done a better job here in this one at a much more important time as well. Lakers up by the score of 19-14. Clayton State Athletics is on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Stay connected to all of your favorite Lakers sports teams on social media. Also get up-to-date scores and stats by visiting ClaytonStateSports.com.
Lakers 8 of 18 from the field, 6 of 17 are the Patriots. As we talk about three-point shooting, both teams not really that great so far from distance. They both hit 1 apiece, 1 of 5 for Francis Marion, 1 of 4 for the Lakers. And then you talk about the free throw shots, 2 of 4 for the Lakers, 1 of 2 for the Patriots. Really the difference, Mitch, has been the rebounding. 14-9, the Lakers have out-rebounded Francis Marion by that margin with 11 defensive rebounds and 3 offensive rebounds to their credit. So that's been the area where underneath on the boards, The Lakers have been beating a team that has played a rather sizable lineup, at least with Adderton and Woods down low, and they've done it well early on.
So the Patriots have the basketball to start quarter number 2, down by 5. Mitch Evans, Bill Schindler here at the lock, and Jada Francois Lubin in for the first time to start this second quarter, and immediately a steal for her. Francois Lubin averaging 5.5 points per game, has played all 29 games now for the Lakers. That's Jada with it. Swings it right side to Kelsey Towns, puts it on the floor and stops, and then gets it down low to JFL. Tough layup goes.
She plays so much better than the stats would indicate. I mean, you look at her stat line, and if you've not seen her, you would never guess how well she played.
Oh, that was a hard drive to the basket by Cameron Johnson, a junior out of Fort Washington, Maryland. And she hit the floor, got fouled. The foul is on Jada Francois Lubin, her first.
And that's kind of been why her numbers have been down, the give and take, the fouls for her. But, 5.5 points a game for the junior, 3.4 rebounds a game. She plays better than those numbers when she's on the court. She has been a very productive player.
All right, missing at the line there was Cameron Johnson. She's played in all 27 games now for the Pats. And makes one of 2. Johnson on the board with her first point. And it's 21-15 Lakers. So Francois Lubin, Crystal Williams, Swanson, who gets fouled, or they're going to call an offensive foul there? Boy, I didn't see that one that way. Deja Montgomery and Kelsey Towns on the floor for Clayton State right now, up by 6 in the opening minute of quarter number 2 here at the lock. Other games going on right now in the Peach Belt Conference. Top-seeded Lander hosting 8th seed Young Harris. It's number 2 North Georgia welcoming in number 7 Augusta. And 4th-seeded Columbus State hosting number 5 USC Aiken.
There we go. By the way, if those two teams lose, the Lakers could host again.
Yeah. And then there's the pass down low to Woods, who's able to bank it in. So Woods now with 7, and the Lakers lead cut to 4. JFL drives, then backs out. Up top, still on the dribble. Screen from Montgomery. Towns, long 3, in and out. Woods gathering in the rebound and gets it to head to Johnson. She'll bring it up. Woods down low to Adderton, and her left-handed scoop layup goes. Adderton, who leads this team in scoring, picks up her first bucket. She's putting in 17 points per game, and the Lakers now only up by 2 in the opening 2 minutes of this second quarter. Crystal Williams, pump fake into the lane, nowhere to go. Back outside, Montgomery drives, sets up down low to Towns for the layup. Kelsey's got 8. Lakers back up 4.
Yeah, you mentioned Adderton leading the way in points. She's also leading the way in their field goal percentage, over 78%, Mitch.
And there was the pump fake, and then the miss by Woods. She was looking for the foul, didn't get it, but now the steal by Adderton on a bad pass from the Lakers.
But Adderton only at 1 out of 6 so far today from the field.
And they get it down low to Adderton. She lost her hair braid. That didn't seem to bother her. She now gets it from the referee, so she's picked up 2 quick buckets. And maybe if I'm her, I get off the schneid there. I just don't put it back in.
No, I think go
I'm
unbraided.
going with the flowing locks, unbraided, no doubt about it. Well, unponytailed.
Yes, Thor style.
That would be my style. But I should have such problems.
A little envy, Mitch?
Yes. Not a little, a lot. A lot of envy. By the way, Adderton, she has led her team in scoring in both prior contests against the Lakers. 24 points in the game in Florence, and then she had 17, actually she had 24 and 13 boards in that first meeting, and then in the second meeting here, she went for 17 and 10, but also had 8 turnovers in that game here at the lock.
Yeah, and she really is the key to see how their team goes. We talked about Tenaria Wilson, but if you're going to talk about the Patriots, it's Adderton, and I've been surprised, now 2 of 7, so she's at 28% from the field, and like we said, she's about 70, just under 79% from the field for the season.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
No, you're looking at the wrong number.
Yes, a free throw. Still a very good field goal percentage, though. And so, I mean, it's one of those things where she's not going well.
I'll give you the numbers. Zaria Woods is a 65% shooter from the field.
Yes.
She's 125 for 193 coming in. And, she does most of her damage down low. That's another thing to watch, Bill, with Adderton and Woods. Points in the paint. In the first meeting, they scored 48 points in the paint, and the 3 won't go in for Wilson. And then in the second game, Francis Marion only 24 points in the paint. That's going to be the key number to look at here. Lakers up 23-21 with just over 6.5 minutes left in the first half. 3 from Gilmore, and it hits the top of the score clock, the shot clock. And that will go over to the Lakers. Wilson, Towns, Swanson, Brittany Williams, and Praise Russell now in for the first time for the Lakers on the floor. Towns with it, looking, puts it on the floor, going to drive, stop and shoot in the lane, and she got the roll. So Kelsey's got 10, and the Lakers, well, they got that score wrong. It's 23-23. I think it should be 25-21.
You are correct.
In and out there, the rebound to Praise Russell. Still have the score wrong. Should be 25-21 Lakers. Well, they got a 25-23.
They're getting there. Baby steps.
There you go. They got it fixed. Praise Russell, short. And then the rebound by Brittany Williams, and she got pushed from behind by Camille Manning. So Spider will, no, she will not shoot. They'll inbound. That's the first on Camille Manning. So Swanson will throw in from underneath her own bucket. And throws it out to Tenaria. Swings it over the left side to Praise Russell. At the foul line, drives, floats it up short, and Spider working down low, trying to keep it alive, and the Patriots come away with it. Nice move there to avoid Tenaria Wilson, and then the Lakers steal it. Here's Tenaria driving, 1-on-2, puts it up, no. The rebound of Swanson, got it outside, they work it to Tenaria for 3, no. Offensive rebound, Swanson got it taken out of her hands, and then the ball out of bounds. It will stay with the Lakers. So it stays 25-21, and we are halfway through this second period. Tenaria, and she lost it. Could have been a travel, no call there. Patriots have it with Adderton and puts it back outside to Johnson, who holds. You got 23-on-23 with Wilson and Johnson covering each other. And then a nice drive to the basket by Adderton. And she's picked up the pace here in the second quarter, Bill. All 6 of her points here. And it's 25-23 Lakers. Tenaria got the screen, stops and shoots and hits. Tenaria now at 7. Lakers go back up by 4, 27-23 with 4:15 remaining in the half. Oh, and that is a tough foul there on Tenaria. Was really looking to, it was looking like maybe a touch foul, and then Johnson just kind of fell. I don't know how much it had to do with the push from Tenaria. Johnson goes to the bench, as does Manning. Gilmore back in, as well as Simmons. And that's her with the basketball right now. Adderton right side, guarded closely by Deja Montgomery, and she reached in and got called for the foul. So for Deja, the junior from Cordova, Tennessee, her first foul.
And, hand check fouls, I always roll my eyes at.
Yep.
Sometimes not necessary. That one, though, it was a good foul.
How about that? That was a carry.
Yes.
I would have called that a carry there on Simmons, but no whistle.
You're not one of the three that matter.
No, I'm not. Nice drive there by Gilmore to pick up her first bucket, and it's 27-25 Lakers.
The Lakers' MO has always been their steal, so that foul to reach in wasn't bad. She went for the ball. It's a good foul. I like the attempt.
Swanson for three. So Tamia's first bucket is a triple, and the Lakers up by 5 now, 30-25. Tamia averaging 10 points per game this season, along with the team leading 6 rebounds per contest. Simmons on the dribble, checked by Wilson. Adderton, and a whistle and a travel on the junior guard from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
I would say her family has made a few trips down 501 between Myrtle Beach and Florence, South Carolina.
So Praise Russell goes back to the bench, and Crystal Williams back in for Kalina Coleman's squad. As we're under 3 minutes left now here in the first half. Lakers have led just about the entirety of it, but it's still been close. Oh, nice drive by Williams. Got hit over the head, couldn't make a drop, but she'll go to the line. And the foul will go on the sophomore swingman from Lancaster, South Carolina, Zaria Woods, her first. To the bench, Christian Wall for the Patriots. And Crystal, who is a 74% free throw shooter. She's made the most free throws on this team, 84 coming in. And she makes that one. 1 of 2 for Crystal. That's her first point. And the Lakers up 31-25. Timeout on the floor with 2:48 left. It's a 30-second timeout. And the Lakers up 31-25. Today's broadcast would not be possible without the generous support of Laker basketball broadcast partners Bojangles, Cambridge Computer, Clayton County Access Television, Forest Park Chick-fil-A, Mach 3 Technologies, Mr. D's Electric, Nike, $3 Cafe, and Waffle House.
There's not much different in the stats. Right now, both teams shooting at 44%. The Lakers up actually precisely 44.8%, but the 0.8% really a kind of a rounding difference. Lakers 1 more of 3, 2 of 8 from 3, 1 of 7. The 3 for the Patriots. And the big difference, Mitch, is the rebounding. 19 of 13 Lakers.
Tenaria almost with the steal. Then she came crashing into the scorer's table and almost took me out.
Going to get the locks on these wheels here.
Okay, we're all set. We're back.
Mitch was going to be in the first row back there in a second.
I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever's needed. I was out there warming up before the game.
That's true. Mitch was out there looking good before the game, getting some reps in. A lather.
No. There was no lather. Brittany Williams misses on the half hook, and the rebound to the Patriots, who are down by 6.
I thought you were going to go full Larry Bird on us and not even take off the warm-ups and just drill in threes.
I needed someone to rebound for me.
Well, I could do my part. That's about all I'm good for.
Driving there and getting it to drop is Scarlett Gilmore now with 4. And we go under 2 minutes left here in the half, and the Lakers up by 4, 31-27. 3 from Swanson. She nails it. Tamia with a pair of trifectas here in the second period. And the Lakers back up by 7. That's their biggest lead of this half. Simmons gets to Adderton, and then the ball deflected down low by Spider Williams. Adderton had the ball poked out of her hands by Montgomery, but got it back. They have 5 to shoot. It's Simmons. Nowhere to go, and she traveled. Lost her footing there. So with 1:18 left here in the second quarter, Clayton stayed up 34-27 and with the basketball. You've got Montgomery, Crystal Williams, Brittany Williams, Tenaria Wilson, and Tamia Swanson on the court here in the final buck plus in the first half. Swanson's got it. Holds, now throws to Wilson right side, goes around a screen, still on the dribble, and then gets help from Swanson. Corner to Crystal, on the dribble, under a minute left now. Swanson again for 3, and again she makes. Tamia Swanson, 3 for 3 from 3. And the Lakers up 10, 37-27. 40 seconds remaining in the first half. Jab step by Manning. Throws to Adderton. Swings it to Simmons. 11 seconds left to shoot. It's Manning. Nowhere to go. Almost stolen by Williams. 4 to shoot. The drive back to Adderton. Gets it up just in time. No. The rebound of Swanson. Ahead. Wilson. 2-on-1. Tenaria gets it to go on the drive. Tenaria now with 9. 8 seconds left here in the first half. Manning with it. Past half court. Gets to Adderton. Down low Woods. And it won't go. And she got help on the foul by Williams with 9/10 of a second left.
This will certainly help Francis Marion.
And that's
Marion.
3 on Brittany, by the way, if it's on her.
It will help Francis Marion getting a chance to get this back to 10.
Okay, it's on Crystal Williams, so that's a break, and that's her first.
But really, I mean, the Lakers, you talk about those threes and missed the first one, though, but the 3 and then that Tenaria Wilson steal and close at the end. This is a way to finish out the half in what has been a very tight game.
Woods misses both, and that will do it as Spider gets the rebound. And a mighty good first half for the Lakers here in the quarterfinal round of the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. They lead Francis Marion by the score of 39-27. We'll return with the Ortho Atlanta halftime report after we take this break. Hey, welcome back for the final time, final half of basketball. Well, actually, it might not be. You're right, Bill. You know what? I'm sorry.
It might not be. It might.
You are correct, sir.
It's
could
not
be,
probable.
It's not probable. It's possible.
Yes.
It's possible that we could have more games here if the two top teams in the conference, that being Lander and North Georgia, both lose in their Peach Belt Conference tournament games. And if the Lakers win, Lakers would end up hosting the semifinals and finals.
In the famous words of Lloyd Christmas, so you're saying there's a chance.
Yes. Saying there's a chance. No, you were saying there was a chance. I was just completely flipping it off. No way that it's going to happen. I do want to check the scores. I can't tell you at last check. Lander was leading Young Harris 38-20 midway through the third quarter. Columbus State on top of USC Aiken 60-49 with 9 minutes 18 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Do not have a score yet on North Georgia and Augusta. So that's where we sit right now.
Which in the purposes of seeding, though, North Georgia and Augusta really does not matter for the Lakers as far as if they would get another home game. Correct? That would be, because they would be the lower seeds. The Lakers are the 3 seed.
Yeah, now I'll get an update for you. Columbus State over USC Aiken 65-52 with 6 minutes left in the fourth. Lander on top of Young Harris 47-23, 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. All right, score.
That's right. North Georgia is 2. That's right. Lander and North Georgia are 2, so they have to lose.
Yes, they both lose. Gotcha. Get it, yeah. 39-27 the score here at the halftime for the Ortho Atlanta halftime report. And, Bill, the number that I brought out before the game started, or actually I think it may have been going up while we were talking during the game, and that's points in the paint. When Francis Marion was victorious in Florence on January 18th, points in the paint 48-28 over Clayton State. When the Lakers prevailed here at the Lock on February 15th, the Lakers had 32 points in the paint to 24 for Francis Marion. Right now in this game, points in the paint showing us it is 22-18 in favor of Francis Marion.
Yeah, that is a much tighter number than you'd think, especially for Francis Marion trailing.
Yeah, but the Lakers are leading.
And primarily, it was that spurt at the end with the three-pointer and then the Tenario Wilson steal put it up to 12.
A little bit more separation, right.
Exactly, and then there was a possibility for Francis Marion with 2 free throws to at least get it to 10 at halftime. They missed both of those, so that's how you sit at a dozen. And looking at it, I guess you break it down in the way I think the point is right on the nail on that one as far as points in the paint. That's a great point, but where you see rebounds, Lakers out-rebounding them 21-14, and threes. Those are the 2 areas for me that the Lakers have stood apart from them and put this cushion at the moment.
Yeah, Lakers shooting 48.5% from the floor, 40% from downtown, 4 of 10. And Francis Marion shooting 44.4% and only 12.5% from three-point range. Leading the way right now for everyone, Kelsey Towns with 10 points. Also with 9, Tenario Wilson and Tamia Swanson for the Lakers. For Francis Marion, Zaria Woods with 9, Kiana Adderton with 6. Largest lead for the Lakers, 12 as it stands right now. FMU led by 2 early in the first quarter. Also, that lasted for 1 minute and 5 seconds. The Lakers have led for 15.5 minutes. The game has been tied for a little over 3 minutes. And we have been tied twice, and we have had 4 lead changes in the first half. Again, the Lakers on top, 39-27 as we get ready for half number 2. Thoughts on what we should look for here, Bill?
Well, I think we've got to watch how Adderton does in this second half. 6 points, 3 of 9 from the field. She was 0 of 3 from distance. And You'd have to think that changes. Also, just a rebound for her. And, she'll float between a 4 and a 5. And those are numbers we didn't expect from her. So if the Lakers can keep her a little off balance, if she's got a bad second half like she did in that first half, the Lakers will be okay, but they have to watch out for her. So keep an eye on Adderton for the Lakers. Keep shooting well, rebounding well, and some more threes.
Lakers start the second half with the basketball. Crystal Williams got bumped, no call. She missed on the shot, but then got it back, and we'll reset with Tenaria Wilson. Wilson, Towns, Brittany Williams, Crystal Williams, Jade Hayes, the starting lineup, starting the second half as well. Tenaria stutter step and then tried to put the spin on the banker, and it wouldn't go. The ball deflected out of bounds, and it will stay with Clayton State. So they get 20 seconds back on the shot clock. Tenaria to throw in. Kelsey's got it, swings it over to Crystal up top. Down low, Hayes, who gives it to Brittany Williams, and she's got that straightaway 5-foot bank shot pretty well down for her career.
6 now for her, 4 rebounds.
And a 14-point lead for the Lakers at 41-27. And then missing, but the offensive rebound by Woods off the miss by Gilmore. Zaria Woods now with 11. Lakers up 12. Opening minute of the second half.
Sometimes the hardest thing in basketball is actually play with the lead coming out of the half. That's always interesting. We'll see that team with the lead sputter a little bit. So the Lakers have had a good start.
Spider turns in the paint, misses, and then swatted at it on the offensive rebound, but couldn't control it. And coming away with the basketball was Cameron Johnson. This is her. Swings it to Adderton. Then it's Passmore. And she misses on the 3. Offensive rebound, no, by Gilmore. And here's Hayes with it. Jade on the dribble. Get it back up top to Crystal, who will set up a play. Screen from Spider. But no one gets open there. Then Crystal's floater, nothing but air. And Passmore saved it, but her right toenail was on the baseline, and so it will stay with the Lakers, and they get a fresh 30.
That's a turnover by a cuticle.
So that would be an acute turnover?
That's right.
Well, we're squeezing them all in this final game. And stolen on the inbounds pass by the Patriots.
How many minutes of dad jokes do we have left to fill in here?
I'm still trying to think of other species of spiders.
That's how you spend halftime. The Google searches.
Adderton needs help. And Passmore comes to her rescue. 8 to shoot. Gilmore on the baseline drives, and she got fouled by Brittany Williams.
Yeah, that's the one thing for Brittany Williams throughout her career. It's been the fouls that have really just kind of limited the points per game because it'll put her on the bench. She's done a better job with it her senior year.
Gilmore, a 74% free throw shooter, misses on the first. Another one coming here with 7:33 left in the third quarter. And Gilmore makes that one. She's got 5. Lakers up 11. Tenaria with the basketball. And no one breaking open again. Screen from Spider. Swing it to Crystal. Down low, Hayes, and the ball deflected out of bounds by Woods. So 12 to shoot for the Lakers. Tenaria to inbound. Oh, Crystal Williams got reached in on, lost it, and then grabbed it back, and then threw it away. And then a reach-in foul on Jade. So some ugliness here by the Lakers. For Hayes, that's her first.
Yeah, this is where you kind of get the post-halftime malaise a little bit. They start off, still up by 11, so not too bad, but I'm always fascinated. You come out with that big lead in the halftime, and the momentum just stops, and you got to go out there and try to recreate it. It's so tough to play with the lead coming out at halftime.
Tamia Swanson has replaced Jade Hayes in the lineup for Clayton State. Woods throws it down low to Adderton, and Tamia down low picks up the foul. So that will be her second. The junior from Americus, Georgia. Pats will throw in. Gilmore still looking and was able to finally get it in. Now she's got it in the paint, and it was deflected. And then Crystal Williams driving as she got through the center court line. Actually, before she even reached it, got crashed into by two Patriots players. They will give it to Cameron Johnson, I believe. That'll be her first foul. Non-shooting. Here comes Tenaria, and she's fouled on the miss. That'll be a foul on Gilmore, number 3 on the freshman from Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Tenaria's a pretty good free throw shooter, about 68% on the year.
Now, I had Gilmore with 2 at the half. They've got her with 2 now. Meanwhile, Tenaria in double figures in points with 10, makes the first free throw, 68% on the season.
Yeah, Lakers just under about 70% for the year. I think 69.6 is what they are, so round that up a little.
43-30 Lakers, and a nice bounce pass on the block to Woods, who turns and lays it in. So Woods has 13, Lakers up 11 with 6:20 left in the third. It's 43-32. Spider back out top. Williams pump fake, stops and shoots, and can't get it to drop. Adderton the rebound. Get it into the front court to Gilmore, and gives it to Cameron Johnson. And then the steal by Swanson, going to go 1-on-2 ahead of the field, and misses on the layup. Adderton swipes the glass. Get it ahead to Gilmore, and she'll pull it back out. Here's Woods facing Brittany Williams, now turning, and got partially blocked, and Swanson got it, and then a kickball on the Pats. So it remains with the Lakers.
Well, for now, they're going to talk about it.
Yep, having a discussion right now. Carla Roberts and Adrian Gilmore.
No.
They're going to switch that up and give it to the Patriots. And there's a timeout on the court with 5:36. No, there's not. Okay, looked like there was, felt like there was.
I knew the longer
I'm taking a timeout.
The longer that conference went on, you knew it might not be good for the Lakers. And no argument, so I guess they felt like that was the correct call.
Good defense by the Lakers in their man-to-man. And then the pass couldn't be handled by Woods. Crystal Williams came away with it. And now she'll pull it back and set up a play. Working on Adderton. Crystal from the elbow. Yes. Crystal Williams' first bucket. Peach Belt Conference Player of the Week last week.
If they can get her starting to get into the mix, especially in the second half. There's a 3. That was Adderton.
And Adderton with the triple.
Speaking of getting people started in the second half, that's, if you're a Lakers fan, not who you want to see hitting a 3.
45-35 Clayton State, 4:40 remaining in the third. Crystal Williams driving, got bumped, no call, and puts it in on the floater. So Crystal with back-to-back buckets, and the Lakers go back up by 12, which was where they were when this quarter began. 4:25 left. Passmore on the dribble, swings it to Adderton right side, puts it on the floor and drives, and whistle, and the foul on Tamia Swanson. That's going to be 3. on Tamia. And that's the 4th team foul on the Lakers. We got a timeout here at the lock. 4:16 remaining in the third quarter. And Clayton State continuing to lead Francis Marion 47-35. Today's broadcast would not be possible without the generous support of Laker basketball broadcast partners Heritage Bank, Drury Hotels, Rocky's Cafe and Pizza, IBM Southeast Employees Credit Union, Classic Bus Sales, Georgia's Own Credit Union, Carrabba's Italian Grill, and Ortho Atlanta. All right, we've got a final in the books. Columbus State has advanced into the semifinals of the Peach Bell Conference Tournament by winning at home over USC Aiken 75-64.
So that means the Lakers still could host. Columbus State would be the 4 seed.
And we have nothing. Well, it's not going to happen, Bill, because Lando's up by 22 on Young Harris with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So the top seed, who, oh, by the way, at home, where they were a perfect 10-0 on the season in conference play and 14-1 overall. Tough place to go.
I'm still going Dumb and Dumber on you, man.
Pining.
There's still a chance. It's not double zero or not triple zeros yet.
I know. It's not triple zeros yet.
Yeah, I'm looking at the statistics right now. I can't find how this game is not closer in a lot of ways. This is really an interesting game because when you break down the numbers, they don't really add up to a 47-35 lead. I mean, it just doesn't look like a dozen points for the Lakers more than the Patriots. 45%.
Well, it's just that quick start for the Lakers, in this game, missing both there. And then Adderton got the rebound, the scoop. No, got her own rebound again and traveled.
Yeah, and there you go. Adderton missing both and then gets the rebound, but then misses it and then travels. And gets a second rebound and then travels with it. I mean, that has been the night for Francis Marion, and in particular their best player in Adderton. I mean, that just encapsulates everything in one play, in one sequence.
Tenaria Wilson going up against the 2-1-2 zone. Jada Francois Lubin in the paint, and she got that wild one to fall. She kind of just flipped that one up with a prayer. So Jada with 4. 3 missed there. Tenaria Wilson the rebound. The Lakers have a 3-on-2. Tenaria going to go right to the rack, miss. The follow by JFL, and she couldn't get it to go. Manning now will hand to Simmons. 3:25 left in the third. Lakers up by 14, 49-35. It's their biggest lead. Cornered Simmons. Cross-court pass. Passmore. No on the 3. Got her own rebound. And then back-tapped it to Simmons, who will reset. 15 to shoot. Passmore lets go immediately from downtown and misses. Francois Lubin the rebound. On the drive. 3-on-2. And JFL gets stripped, but is fouled as well. And that will be on Taylor Simmons, her first. So Jada will go to the line. So the Lakers lead the all-time series against Francis Marion, 26-14. Dates back to January of 1998. CSU 14-3 here at the lock against FMU and has won the last 9 in a row. Mr. Schindler.
Well, I tell you, the Lakers certainly have, since that quote-unquote come-to-Jesus meeting, have put the pedal to the metal. And
that they have.
I really got to give Kalina Coleman a lot of credit for the way she's coached this team, but also recruited. I mean, this is a team that you can really look around, and I think what stands out for me with the Lakers is that any one night, it can be any given player. There's really no superstar on this team.
Well, if there's one, it's Wilson, and it stems from her. In and out on the three-point attempt by Passmore, but the offensive rebound to the Patriots. I mean, she is the one player you can't afford to lose.
No, you can't afford. I mean, I agree with you, but you look around. I mean, there's times where like, well, Praise Russell will have a night, or it just you never know who it's going to be.
Yeah, no question. You're right about that for sure. Good defense there by the Lakers. They lose it though, and not up in time by Adderton, and that's a 30-second shot clock violation by the Patriots. So a bad break for them. Down by 15, 50-35. And the Lakers with the basketball.
Starting to see some separation here, at least in the numbers. 44.4% from the field for the Lakers, 38.5% for the Patriots. 2 of 14 from distance for the Patriots, 4 of 10 for the Lakers. Really the rebounding number, and that's pretty close, 29-24. Like I said, the statistics don't bear out the score.
And Praise Russell nails one from downtown. Speaking of Praise, only one start on the season for Praise Russell, but has played in all 29 games this year. And the Lakers up by 18, 53-35. $1:35 left in the third quarter. And there's Passmore from downtown. No again. Woods the offensive rebound. Dribbles. Puts it up, no, and Montgomery gets the board. And she's going to go coast to coast with it in the block or of offensive foul. So Deja with a head of steam.
If you're going to get your money's worth on a foul, that's the way to do it. But yes.
And actually, Cleta Coleman, I could hear her say, I could have told you that was going to happen.
Yeah, well, I think we're starting to see that coming with that running start, but
so it remains 53-35.
I always use it inside any 4 or 5. There's the heart of a point guard.
Nice entry pass to Zaria Woods. Another bucket for her. 15 points for the sophomore forward from Lancaster, South Carolina. And Tenaria Wilson rims in and out on the drive. Rebound to the Pats. Under 50 seconds left now in the third quarter. Lakers up 16. Brianna White, they swing it past more for 3. No again. And here's Tenaria. She's going to go 2-on-2. And that's going to be a block.
That's a good call. Feet were moving.
And Cameron Johnson agreeing as well as she was down on the floor, shook her head. Nodded, yes. That's second for Johnson.
Fort Washington, Maryland product.
So the Lakers will throw in. Francois Lubin. Screen. Wide open look from Praise Russell, and nails another one. Praise Russell's got the feel from downtown. Back-to-back triples. Lakers go up 19, 11 seconds left in the third. Johnson gets it to Gilmore, puts it up, no good. Woods the offensive rebound, and she's hacked from over the top with 2 seconds left in the quarter. Let's see who that goes on. So Jada Francois Lubin, Jr. from Pembroke Pines, Florida, with her second personal. Woods back to the line. And she's only a 53% free throw shooter on the season, missing there. So it stays 56-37. And Woods gets that one to go. 2 seconds left. And an offensive foul on Tenaria. Good defense there. Got to give credit to Cameron Johnson. But bad thing is that that's number 2 on Tenaria.
Yeah, that one she had planted, and that was set up well because by the time Tenaria turned around, she had a player right in her face.
Right.
Planted.
So you're supposed to be able to give a player one step.
Yes, and that would be the only area you could maybe contest that. But, I mean, it was well spaced.
And the inbounds pass, but unfortunately for the Pats, Scarlett Gilmore was unaware that there was only a half second left, and once she got the basketball, she decided to put it on the floor as opposed to putting it up in the air towards the basket. So end of 3 here at the Lock in the quarterfinal round of the Peach Belt Conference Tournament, and the Lakers pulling away now from Francis Marion in leading 56-38.
Yeah, right now looking at the numbers, Mitch, it's been the story of the season like I was talking about. Not one player, Tenaria Wilson, I get it, and she leads the way with 11. But then you look at the rest of the roster, it's just not one player taking over. It's really a group effort. And, Towns has 10. She's next in line, but then everybody else in single digits. Swanson's got 9. You've got Russell with 2 3-pointers, sits at 6. Williams has 6 as well. 5 for Williams, 4 for Hayes. So you go through, it's kind of that team effort. And I was really looking at these numbers, and it's hard to separate in this much of a span of a game. It's interesting to me to look at this and say, okay, well, up by 18 points, you'd think you'd have some big separation. The only thing I can find, and when we talk about the Lakers running a deep rotation, that has something to do with it, but it also shows you how well they can play as a team. They are outscoring the Patriots 20-4 off the bench, and that is the biggest margin I can really find when you go through the data that is a difference that stands out to me. Everything else is fairly close. Rebounds 31-27. That's not a huge margin, especially for the score.
You give us shooting percentage? Is that?
Shooting percentage is starting to change. 58.8 for the Lakers, 36.4 for the Patriots.
Oh, and the scoop there wouldn't go for Gilmore. Lakers got the rebound. Tenaria driving, and her layup no good, but Praise Russell gets the rebound.
But let me put that in raw numbers. 22 of 48 for the Lakers, 16 of 45 for the Patriots.
Francois Lubin misses wide right on the three-pointer attempt, so I guess that was a wide right field goal attempt. Scott Norwood.
Yeah, don't call the Buffalo Bills.
And they set it up down low to Adderton, who was able to handle it and put it home. Kiana Adderton with 11, and that Laker lead is now 16, 56-40.
I mean, we're going deep today. Dad jokes, we're going 1990s Bills references.
Whatever we can pull out of our you-know-what.
I tell you.
Now Tenaria is going to pull it back and go right at it. Francois Lubin puts it on the floor. Her left-handed floater won't go. Deja Montgomery, the follow off the glass. Her first bucket here in the fourth quarter, and the Lakers back up by 18. Three-point attempt, no. Rebound by Manning. Another three, this one from Gilmore. That won't go. Gosh, their three-point shooting attempts, I got to say, is under 10%. The miss there by Tenaria, and the ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Clayton State.
Well,
tell me I'm right.
You are close. They are 2 of 18 officially, 11.1%.
I knew I'm close.
You got that 1%, Mitch. It's making a difference.
Oh, nice setup down low for JFL off the pass by Praise Russell on the inbound.
I mean, that really.
While Lubin got hammered from above.
That really is becoming a difference. Not so much the makes, Mitch, but the misses on threes for Francis Marion. I mean, 6 of 13 of the Lakers from distance, 2 of 18 is Francis Marion for distance. So, you talk about the makes, but really when you take 18 threes and you only hit 2, and you're giving up then the rebounds, especially the defensive rebounds, 23 for the Lakers. That's where you start having that difference made up.
Francois Lubin makes 1 of 2. She's got 6, and the Lakers up 19. Oh, nice defense there, and anticipation by Tenaria Wilson on the dribble.
By the way, the largest lead of the game for the Lakers.
JFL wide open, puts it on the floor, and then after the miss, Jade Hayes followed but couldn't connect. So we go the other way with the Patriots. Gilmore looking, gets it to Gilmore to Johnson. They swing it, and the steal by Hayes. Jade on the dribble across center court, and she'll swing it over to Tenaria Wilson in the paint, who missed a wide open look from 5 feet away. And now a timeout on the floor called by Jerry Porter for the Patriots. 7:30 left in the fourth quarter. Quite possibly the final home game of the season for the Lady Lakers. And they continue to handle Francis Marion 59-40. I'll tell you what, let's take a quick TO. You're watching Lakers basketball on ClaytonStateSports.com. All right, Bill, it's over at Lander, and the top seed of the Peach Belt Conference tournament will advance and will host the rest of the tournament after knocking off Young Harris 66-50. Also, told you about the final, Columbus State over USC Aiken 75-64. And I've been told by Josh, I don't know how this could be possible. Sorry. Josh Darling has informed me that North Georgia is beating Augusta by 30 right now.
Oh, wow.
So North Georgia obviously not happy about what the Lakers did to them on Saturday.
No, and that would be now, we can officially say there's no chance.
No, now there's no chance.
Of hosting. So this will be the last game of the year here at the Lock.
Brittany Williams picks up her third foul. Zaria Woods at the line, missed the first, and in and out on the second. And then the ball knocked out of bounds over the top by Brianna White, junior from Mitchellville, Maryland.
I'll tell you what, right now for Francis Marion, we looked at the stats, and it does not look like a 19-point lead, but really, if it has been not in the paint for Francis Marion, they have not been shooting well.
Well, they weren't a good three-point shooting team on the season, only 29%. And 41% from the field. But again, when you're talking about Adderton and Woods and their abilities to score on the inside, this team, and this is the big reason, again, you've got the numbers in front of you as far as field goal percentage, but they haven't hit too many shots from outside. They've got 40 points, and 30 of them are in the paint.
Yeah, let me tell you here, there's a number that I just caught that stands out to me and has to do with turnovers.
There's another miss from downtown.
The Lakers have not forced a ton of turnovers. In fact, they only have one less, 14 turnovers to 13. The Patriots have one more, but the Lakers have certainly made those turnovers count when you look at it as a whole. And I'll get you that number in just a moment.
Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about turnovers when the other team is consistently missing shots. Nice drive in the left-handed finish by Crystal Williams.
14-13 on turnovers. Francis Marion has that one more, but the Lakers have made them pay 20-12 in points off of turnovers. That's a big difference.
And the Lakers with their biggest lead, 21 points now. Another missed three there from the right side. Lakers up 61-40. Tenaria was thinking about going 1-on-3, but backed off.
Well, now time's your friend.
Yes.
I mean, that's one of those moves early in the game. You take it now, fourth quarter, let the time tick away.
That's in sports. In life, time is always your friend, because once time runs out, that's it. Spider, miss it. And the ball out of bounds. It'll go to the Patriots with 5:37 left in this fourth quarter.
Passmore comes in. By the way, the best name, I think, of any basketball player we've seen all year. The aptly named Passmore for a basketball player. I think that's what my nickname was. I thought that was my last name for a long time in Sunday school basketball. The coach told me Passmore. Passmore.
You were wondering why he was calling you that.
Exactly.
I don't know if I've ever seen a player whose name Shoot More. But I know some people whose last name could have been that. Rebound by Teneri and then got it taken away. Missed three again. Good box out by Spider. And then the Lakers lose it. Adderton, and then she dribbled it out. So the Lakers get it back. Both teams a little sloppy here in the final last couple of minutes. 5:07 remaining. And the Lakers up by 21 and look like they're on their way to the second round of the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. Tenaria right at the rack. The left-handed scoop won't go, but she's fouled. So the Lakers, the number 3 seed, taking on the number 6 seed here. So if North Georgia is a winner, it would be Clayton State against North Georgia in a rematch of the finale of the regular season from a couple of days ago. And it certainly looks like that will be the case because North Georgia pounding Augusta with a vengeance right now, as we told you, up at the last check by 30.
So, I mean, it's, interesting to play again like that if the Lakers get it. Not sure if that's good or bad.
Well, neutral court.
Yes.
So,
it will be in South Carolina at Lander.
All right.
So that's one of those, careful what you wish for, but you're also familiar with them.
No wishing, just
keep winning.
Yeah, 73-41 is the score right now, early in the fourth quarter. And UNG left no doubt, Bill. They jumped out to a 30-14 lead after the first quarter and have not looked back. They've just been adding on ever since.
Just looking at these still with the points off the turnovers, 20-12 for the Lakers. And the bench points continues to be really in favor of the Lakers, 23-4. It's just been a disappointing day for Adderton and really for the rest of the Francis Marion shooters. It's been a game they came out a bit flatted, and the Lakers then just started stretching. I think really that Tenaria Wilson bucket at the end of the half to make it a dozen, and that was a big difference in this game. And then the free throws on the other end right at the end of the half that were missed by Francis Marion.
And Tenaria makes one of two. Lakers don't get it back, or do they? No. Tenaria, by the way, now with 12. And pressure in the backcourt from the Lakers. Up by 22. 4:45 remaining. Final game of the season here at the Lock. Lakers en route to the semifinals of the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. And then Tenaria with the steal. The Lakers, this is their 22nd conference tournament appearance, Bill, as Tenaria Wilson lays in the bucket there. And now 20 straight. They've made 13 trips to the semifinals, so this will be their 14th trip. And it looks like they'll be matching up against North Georgia as Adderton gets the turnaround J to drop. She has 13. Lakers up by 22 as we go into 4 minutes remaining. Crystal Williams tosses to Tenaria Wilson. Praise Russell now on the dribble. Goes through a double screen. Lets loose from downtown and drains it. Praise Russell doing her thing from downtown. 3 for 3 from distance. And the Lakers up 67-42, their biggest lead. Adderton gets it off the pass from Brianna White. Adderton with 6 of her 15 here in the fourth quarter. Lakers 67, Francis Marion 44. Towns drives and puts it up and then follows. That's the way you play hoops, folks. You miss and you know you're going to miss. You follow that basketball, and that's exactly
It's also,
what the senior forward from Butler, Georgia did.
Well, that's also how you're on this win streak, too, because when you're up, by the score they are, it was 67-44 before that bucket, and you're following your shot, and you're crashing the boards, and you're putting it back up and in. And that just shows you right now the mindset of the Lakers, because easily you could say, okay, 3 minutes, we got this, and slow up a little bit, maybe not follow your shot. That's really showing you at least where this hustle's coming from.
Well, I want to correct myself. I said the Lake. This is their 21st Peach Ball Conference tournament appearance. They've been in 19 straight. Again, 13 trips. This will be their 14th trip to the final when this one is over in 3 minutes and 7 seconds. They've been to 5 finals and won 4 titles in 2005, 2007, 2010, and 2013. And the Lakers throw it away there. And this 10-game winning streak, which will grow to 11 for the Lakers, continuing to be the longest since the 2015-2016 squad reeled off 13 wins in a row. Wall threw it away. Jade Hayes with the steal. Crystal Williams gets it ahead to Tamia Swanson. And Crystal back up top with Hayes. They'll not be in a rush. Plenty of time here to take. Probably not shoot it until you go under 10. Hayes, a nice wraparound pass to Kelsey Towns for the bucket. And Kalina Coleman, love that one. 14 for Kelsey. 71-44, a 27-point lead now. And that's a travel.
Yeah, Francis.
Brianna White.
It's been a tough day for Francis Marion. I mean,
check that. That was Christian Wall.
Largest lead of the game.
Yeah, it keeps getting larger here in the fourth quarter. Lakers outscored the Francis Marion in the first quarter, 19-14, then 20-13 in the second. In the third quarter, it was 17-11 in favor of the Lakers. And right now at 71-44, the Lakers have already put up 33 points. No, it can't be right. Check that. They've put up 15 points. They've outscored Francis Marion 15-6 so far here, Bill, in the fourth quarter. Kalina Coleman calls a timeout. She's going to clear her bench with 2:04 remaining, and the Lakers headed to the semifinals of the Peach Bell Conference Tournament in leading Francis Marion 71-44.
It's impressive. I mean, this has been what we've seen on this win streak. It has continued on here today. Yeah, you get so high up in a win streak, Mitch, sometimes you start getting a little concerned that maybe this is the game. It certainly hasn't. They've looked every bit a part of this team that we have seen go on this tear. And I'll tell you, they're going to be a tough out at Lander when they go on the road. I mean, it won't be playing Lander, but at the host site is what I'm saying.
And Destiny Davis in and loses the dribble, goes over to the Patriots. As we'll have a little under 2 minutes worth of, well, I don't really like to call it that, but Marv Albert used to refer to this as garbage time. And that's Davis, who had the rebound bounce off her head and then took her eye off the basketball and lost it.
Did Marv have to go through the VIP entrance or the employees entrance?
No,
for the
Marv
Knicks?
went wherever he wanted to in Madison Square Garden. And in my opinion, Spike Lee can as well. Because he's more of a Knick than James Dolan, the owner of the team. Missed on the three, got the offensive rebound. Wall with it, drives to the basket, misses the floater. And a rebound to Tamia Swanson. And less than a minute left now.
I'm just letting you know I'm Team Reggie Miller, by the way, Mitch. There was an eye roll on that one. That was a good eye roll.
Never a pleasant memory. Riel Mackey missing on the three, and then Tamia Swanson, who came in for the rebound, kind of half bashed into and half hugged Taylor Simmons. So that's going to be, to me, his fourth.
It was a polite foul is what that was.
It was. And that three goes awry by Mary Davis, in for the first time, freshman from Goose Creek, South Carolina.
Outside of Charleston.
37.4 seconds left. Lakers up 71-44. And really no need to shoot until maybe there's 5 seconds or less on the shot clock.
Yeah, and I think
if at all.
Everybody knows that. Francis Marion kind of will back off a little.
Here's Davis. Throws it over to Johnny's Poole, number 24. Back to Davis, 8 to shoot, now 7. Screen from Swanson, 3 to shoot, and there will be no shot attempt. And look at Destiny Davis, a little unhappy with Coach Coleman.
Wants that shot.
Wanting to shoot.
Well, hey, if you
8 seconds left in the game, up by 27.
If you sit on the bench, you want your time.
And see, here's how it happens. As Taylor Simmons won't shoot it to end the game. And the final score, Clayton State 71, Francis Marion 44. The Lakers improved to 20-9 on the season. They picked up their 20th victory, and they stretched their winning streak now, Bill, to 11 in a row with the victory. And again, they will advance into the semifinals of the Peach Belt Conference Tournament, where we anticipate that they will be taking on North Georgia, who was winning by 30 points at last check. I'll get to the scores in just a second, and I guess Kalita Coleman's out with her team right now, and she'll do what she's doing.
And Lander would host is what we're going to assume at this point as well, that they will go.
Right, Lander will be the host. They've already won, and so they've clinched that. Let me just see if we've got any other finals from the conference tournament. And let's see. Yeah, no score on North Georgia yet. Actually, I'll just go to the live stats and see if I can get a final score on that one. 82-47, North Georgia leading it right now at last check. So we'll keep it there, and we'll wait for Kalina, as she right now is still with some of her players and her children right now, getting a big hug from her kids after Mommy was a winner again for the 11th straight time for Clayton State. And again, it will be North Georgia in the semifinals on Saturday at Lander. So you can come back in here, Bill. You grab the mic while Kalina is
I can
well-wishers.
Stand-up broadcasting.
Yeah, there you go, Mr. Stand-up broadcaster.
I know. It's my tight five here at the end.
I don't know if you're in the frame, actually.
Well, that's probably better for most people in the broadcast. He's been trying that for years.
Because I see how Terrence has the camera angled, and it looks like you're out of the shot right now, Bill.
That's
all right.
I know how to miss my camera angle, Mitch. It's a challenge of mine to stay out of frame. We'll let Coach talk now.
You do it so well, Bill. All right, so we'll wait for Kalina. Kalina's still greeting well-wishers on another win, her 11th in a row. And Kalina, you've wrapped up at least another 20-win season with this victory.
Yes, sir.
Your thoughts on this win?
I thought we played a very good second half, much better than the first half, against a very good Francis Marion team. You know, I don't take anyone lightly, and I thought they had been playing well down the stretch also. So we was nervous.
Yeah, they won 3 of their last 4.
Yes.
Coming into this one, and certainly they knew that you had won 10 in a row, but that wasn't something that concerned them.
No.
Certainly in the game that they won in South Carolina back in January, they had 48 points in the paint. in that one. And Bill and I talked about it before the game, and we looked upon that as maybe being a possible key in this one with Adderton and Woods and their abilities to score inside. They did score some points from inside, but they really seemingly couldn't hit a shot from outside.
I know. I was happy about that because we was worried about the inside game, and I knew we was going to help off, and if we helped off too much, that they was going to kick it out and pitch it because they do have some people that can score. Adderton and 21 and 10. So, I mean, they're a dangerous team, but I'm glad we were able to pull it off for Laker Nation here today.
Jade Hayes gets the start in this one, in this tournament game. Just, your thoughts on that? Was it more about having another senior in the lineup, just keeping things calm, cool, and collected?
I just went off of Saturday's game. Before Jada Francois Lubin was starting. Jade Hayes was starting before that.
Right.
Kelsey Towns was out because of an injury. She had been out for a while, just practicing here and there, trying to get her ready, keep her ready for tournament time. So senior night, I started off 5 of my seniors, and then today I started to switch it up, but I was like, no. I'm going to keep it the same because we got off to a good start, a great start on Saturday.
Yep.
So that's why I kept it the same today. So, I mean, didn't happen too much, doing well, but it's okay.
So I will tell you that you're going to be playing North Georgia.
Oh, it's not a surprise.
Who crushed Augusta basically to the same tune as what you did here. 82-47 was the final. Apparently, North Georgia didn't forget what happened here because they went off 30-14 in the first quarter and kept piling on after that. So this could be a good meeting against these two teams on a neutral court. Your thoughts about going up against UNG for a third time this season?
Hey, I mean, this is what we've been practicing and playing for. This is why, we're peaking at the right time right now. So whoever we play, we're just going to go out and give it our best like we've been doing, play our ball, not changing anything for anyone, just here and there. But we're just going to keep doing what we've been doing. Will it be at Lander? Lander won?
Yes, Lander won. It's going to be at Lander. Lander was an easy winner as well.
Yeah.
So I believe it was all by the chalk. 1, 2, 3, and 4 all advance. Yeah. Lander 66-50 over Young Harris. Columbus State beat USC Aiken 75-64, and I just told you 82-47 for North Georgia over Augusta. So a chalk move into the semifinals, and it's been a great season. We appreciate all your help as always, Kalina. This is my 10th season doing these games, and I know what we're going to get from your squad season in and season out with a lot of tough pressure defense.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of teamwork and usually a winning record. And I know last year we had some problems here at home. This year we kind of got those rectified. You improved to 9-3 here at the Lock to close out the season here, and we wish you good luck at Lander on Saturday and Sunday.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys as well. I know it took us a minute to get started, but I'm glad we figured it out and got it together, and now we on a good path, good road. So hopefully we just keep it up. And we need to bring back a championship for Clayton State.
Well, we'll be watching. I'll be watching this week on Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, thank you.
So wish you luck again, and thanks again for everything over these seasons, Kalina. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Bill.
Coach Coleman, who you see here for the last time this season, but more basketball for Clayton State ahead as they will take part in the semifinals of the Peach Belt Conference Tournament, which will be held. The final 2 days of the tournament will be at Lander as they won, and the top 4 seeds advance. Again, it will be Lander against Columbus State and North Georgia taking on our Clayton State Lakers. All right, Bill, you want to come back in here? You're able to jump back in.
Thank you.
Bye, Kalina. Thank you very much. So there's Coach, and again, the Lakers advance and improve to 20-9 on the season and 9-3 at home. And I guess you can say 16-5 in Peach Belt Conference play now this season.
Yes. I mean, it's commendable. They've done a great job. There was that point in the season where they went on that losing streak, and this team didn't look like they were going to be a 20-win team, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could have been maybe a 500 team. You just didn't know where they were going to go. They found their direction. And I just think this team, we do talk about Tenaria Wilson, and she is that tip of the spear, but the rest of the team, you just don't know who's going to come out and play well. I talked about Jada Francois-Lubin. Points don't reflect it, at least statistically, how good she plays at times. She can play really well. Praise Russell, especially here at home. I mean, Praise Russell on the road, different play. Seems like here at home at the lock.
She's comfortable. The sight lines are good for Praise from downtown.
Yeah, I mean, she can just cast off threes. Brittany Williams starts playing better. I mean, these are players that you don't have to rely on somebody where you see Francis Marion. What happened to them tonight is Adderton, their best player, all of a sudden went cold, and there was nobody else to collect the points or the rebounds that she put out there. And so if you're the Lakers, somebody has an off night, it happens. I mean, it's just part of sports. It's part of life. And the Lakers can pick it up, and I think that is where you recruit. Kalina Coleman should get some credit for that. How she puts this roster together, it's well constructed. She knows it's deep. She gets people to buy in, which is not easy to do. I mean, the recruiting pitch is, hey, you're going to come and be part of a team, not be an individual who leads us. You're going to be a leader on a team that's full of leaders. And if you can get that to happen, which they have, really some good things are going in the postseason.
Yeah, Francis Marion only had 6 points in that fourth quarter, all 6 from Kiana Adderton. That was it. They shut everybody else out. Adderton finished with 15. Zaria Woods led the Patriots with 16. For the Lakers, Kelsey Towns and Tenaria Wilson with 14 points each to lead Clayton State. Then also it was Tamia Swanson and Praise Russell with 9 points each. By the way, all 18 of Tamia Swanson and Praise Russell's points via three-pointers. So 6 3-pointers between those two players. 7 points from Crystal Williams, 6 apiece from Jada Francois-Lubin and Brittany Williams. Jade Hayes had 4, and Deja Montgomery chipped in with 2. So that was the story here for the Lakers tonight, Bill.
Final numbers, at least percentage-wise, I mean, that jumps out. From three-point distance, 46.7% from the Lakers, 8%.
There you go.
For the Patriots.
I knew I was going to be right about that. Unfortunately, look, you don't they're the opponent, and you don't wish anything bad. You want to see good games, and may the best team win. But their shooting percentage today, I mean, it was almost the case of they couldn't hit the side of a barn in this one, and no. it was bad to see. I wish that they could have at least turned in a more worthwhile performance for them to end the season on, instead of going out that way, unfortunately. But that's the way it went. Bill, that does it for us for
we had a so-so performance.
Another season of Clayton State basketball. Yeah, I mean, Bill and I, we need some work. There's no doubt about that. We will be continuing to work on our own over the course of the next 8 months or so, and hopefully by the beginning of November, when we return with Clayton State basketball, that will be better than we have been.
I try to do that every day. We'll give you the elbow bump there.
Elbow bump? You want that coronavirus?
You want a Sandy White too?
No, go right ahead.
Okay. No,
please go ahead and walk right in front of us, because everybody does it anyway. So it's all good. That does it for us for another season of Clayton State basketball. Before we get out of here, I want to thank, as always, our broadcast operations chief, Terrence Lomax, who does yeoman's work, always keeping us on the air here, and we couldn't do this without him. So, Terrence, thanks again for a great season. Also, as well, our best wishes and salutations to the man, the legend himself, Josh Darling, our sports information director, for all of his help over the course of the season. Pleasure to work with this guy, Bill Schindler, and also the woman behind me. Again, women's head coach Kalina Coleman, and also men's head coach Jimmy Link, for all their assistance on the season as well. That'll do it for us. Good luck to the Lady Lakers at Lander in the semifinals of the Peach Belt Conference Tournament, where they'll be taking on North Georgia on Saturday. So, one final time, your final score: Clayton State 71, Francis Marion 44. I'm Mitch Evans for Bill Schindler, signing off here on ClaytonStateSports.com.